Hi, this is Ilma Art Studios photograph for today. That is a building with a foreground of a pond in one of the trails in Orangeville. Hi, check my website at ilmaarts.com for more of my artworks and photographs. I'd like to share with you today my poem devotional, which is based on Micah 6 verse 8. It says, the Lord has told you what is good, and this is what He requires of you to do. Do what is right, to love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. And here is my poem regarding that. Righteousness, mercy, and humility. Whenever you show impartiality, you are walking rightly. Whenever you forgive quickly, you are choosing to give mercy. Walking in love and humility wipes out all conflicts and hostility. It breaks all forms of sin and strongholds. It makes us access God's promises and grow. And here is the essay part of the devotional. The Mechanicsville paper, which I saw on the website, published an article on the statistics of the effects of broken homes. Did you know that more than 3 in 10 children grow up in broken homes, and children from broken homes account for 70% of those in juvenile detention, 57% of all prison inmates, 63% of teen suicides, 71% of teen pregnancies, 90% of homeless juveniles and runaways, 71% of high school dropouts, 75% of all drug users, 85% of behavioral disorders. This is the sad truth about the lack of love in our society. The Bible tells us through the prophet Micah what God requires of us. The message is for all of us to do what is right, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God. If we follow these guidelines, we can avoid social diseases in our society. Prayer. Lord, help me to walk in love. Reflection. How can walking in love contribute to a healthy society today? And here's just some notes about, or some, not really a testimony, but some observation about how this righteousness, mercy, and humility could really help us to walk in love. What does it mean to walk in love? To walk in love is to follow the guidelines that anything you do will have to be based on loving people. So when somebody is doing an unloving thing to you, usually it's our human nature or reflex will be to do the same thing to that person. But the Bible says as Christians we are asked to treat even our enemies or people who do things to us, to treat them kindly and to be understanding and patient and gentle. So I know it's really hard to do that because our human nature always caters to what the self wants. It defends the self. It want to make sure that the self is satisfied or pleased first and foremost before anything else. But also as a Christian, the Bible tells us that others should always be considered. That we love God first, and then the second is that we love ourselves as we love our neighbors, or we love our neighbors as we love ourselves. So in order to combat the disorders in our society, I think that we have to do everything we can in our own little way to eradicate all forms of conflict and choose. Actually, loving is a choice, and it is a decision, and it is a commitment. It is not a feeling. All kinds of movies and all kinds of commercial stuff like entices us to think that love is a romantic feeling, but actually love is a commitment. It is when you love somebody, you commit to give that person the love that you want so that he or she will be happy and grow and be peaceful. So anything that doesn't follow that is actually not walking in love. So I think that our society would benefit more today if we walk in love and keep no record of wrongs. I can remember Joyce Myers, who is one of the most practical Bible teachers, now saying that when you are walking in love, you do not keep a record of wrongs. You do not, you forgive. So when you keep a record of wrongs, that means that you're not forgiving, and that means that everything else that is being done to you is always under the framework of the past. So letting go of the past and moving on forward is a good way to show that you're walking love. Thanks for watching, and this is Ilma Art Studio, and this is Ilma, and I hope that you check my website at ilmaarts.com. Have a good night.